Hey guys, welcome back to Tell It How It Is Tarot. For those of you guys who have been with me, thanks so much for returning and coming back. Love you guys. For those of you guys who are new to my channel, for what you don't know, I've been doing tarot for 15 years now. I do it full time in my professional life. I used to be on YouTube. I got off for a while and now I am returning. So if you want to help support the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Much appreciated, okay? This is going to be for the zodiac sign Gemini, sun, moon, rising, for love. For the person that is on their mind, okay, that you're thinking about as you watch this video today, for the first half of April 2020. I hope all you guys are staying safe out there. I know this is the craziest time that I've ever seen or experienced in my lifetime, in many people's lifetimes. Probably one of the most craziest things that we'll ever experience. In our parents' lifetimes and our grandparents and so forth. And I know right now I am actually coming off from being very sick for the last couple weeks. I know I am just now starting to get better. And I know now is the time more than ever where we need to love in the purest form possible. We need to forgive and we need to really appreciate the little things and the people that are in our life in the moment. Okay? And I know during this time, it is very hard to be without the people that you love and that you are thinking about. But I think now is more than ever is a time where it is showing people how we should not hold hatred in our heart. We need to forgive and we need to love and we need to appreciate our family and our friends and the people that have been there. And for the people that aren't with us any longer, you know, it's very important that you just appreciate the time that you did have with them. And more than ever, so you can yourself can heal and appreciate what you have in the everyday moment. You know, every day we wake up and we drink our coffee and we don't even think about it. You know, maybe tomorrow when you drink your cup of coffee, maybe hold that coffee and savor that taste and remember how it smells and appreciate the warmness in your throat and how good and grateful you are to have that coffee. Now, I'm not saying you have to do that with your coffee, but it's important to really live in the moment when it comes to everything. Apply it to your life. I think more than ever, we need to be grateful. And, you know, this could be a time where it could be a blessing in disguise if we let it. My thoughts are with everybody out there and all the loved ones in the family. Moving on, because I know you guys are sick of hearing about that. Let's get into the reading. For those of you guys who do not know, I shuffle and premeditate on my cards ahead of time so I can save all that juju jazz for you. We are going to start taking a look into your person's energy, your energy, the current situation, how they feel, how they think, the outcome of you guys, some advice, and some things that are coming towards you in the future. We're going to go through these cards. We're going to pull a couple clarifiers, and we're going to continue from there. Keep in mind, guys, this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everyone, so do not apply it to your situation if it does not fit, okay? It is impossible for every tarot reader to read for every single Gemini in the world at one time. We all have different situations, okay? So, moving on, we're going to get into it, okay? So first, we're going to look into your partner's energy for the first half of April 2020. Okay, so far for your partner's energy during this time, I have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Your energy is the Knight of Cups, and the mutual situation between you guys for the first half of April 2020 is the Five of Swords. So I like to pull clarifiers before I speak too soon because it can literally change the message, so... Okay, so clarify for your partner's energy, I got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. You could be dealing with an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, okay? Clarified by the Ten of Wands in reverse and the Knight of Swords in reverse, okay? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. So what I'm getting here is that right now your partner I feel like is not making any moves. The person on your mind is not making any moves towards you during this time, okay? And I really feel like it has to do with the fact that this connection, whether you know it or not, has definitely caused some stressors on your partner, okay? I do not feel like they want to make any action at this time. I feel like there is a part of them that wants to, and that is holding themselves back. Because technically I take this Knight of Pentacles, regardless whether it's upright or reverse, as an offer of some kind. So it's still there in the energy. The offer's there. It's just in reverse. I think that this person feels like there's no movement in this connection. Either that they weren't getting back what they were putting in, or they just feel like you guys are on different energy wavelengths. You know, you might see it one way, they might see it another way. And from their perspective, I feel like it's almost like if they were to give you an offer, they don't even know if it would be accepted in the way that they would hope it would be. And I feel like there could have been, with this Knight of Swords here in reverse, I feel like there could have been arguments or just bad communication between you guys. And I feel like they feel like if they try to communicate with you, or they try to continue to offer something with you, I feel like they just feel like this is a lot of stress. And at this time, I feel like they're just not trying to be stressed out about this connection. I feel like they're not trying to think about it, but I do think it is on their mind. But I think that they're doing whatever they can. I think this connection to them has kind of become stagnant. Where for a while they have seen no action, no positive anything moving forward. And at this point, I wouldn't say that they're becoming bored. I would just say that they're becoming to the point where their emotions on this connection are not front and center anymore. Okay? Tell me about this Knight of Cups for Gemini's energy regarding this connection for the first half of April 2020, please. Okay, so you had the Knight of Cups upright as your energy, and then clarified by the Five of Wands and the Knight of Cups in reverse, okay? So what I'm getting here is that I feel like you do have love for this person, but I also feel like you're not trying to offer this love to this person. You're definitely holding back. And it's funny with Gemini, you're the twins of the zodiac. You have two sides, yin and yang, yes and no, up and down, bad and good. And here it's love and no love. I mean, with the Knight of Cups upright and the Knight of Cups reverse. And then here in the middle of the two Geminis, you have the Five of Wands. So what I'm getting is that I feel like you want to communicate. You, at very least, you want to apologize, maybe reach out to this person or get an apology from this person. But I feel like that there is love here. But I feel like it's masked by a lot of negative emotions and by a lot of conflict. It could be just like, do I even want to try to fight for this anymore? That's an energy I'm definitely getting here. This is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy here. And yeah, it seems like that. It feels like, do I even want to fight for this connection anymore? Is my offer going to be rejected? I feel like there is a fear of rejection here with this. Or that there's just, at this point, maybe there was too many people involved in the relationship, but just a lot of conflict. You might have just a lot of conflict with this person, and I feel like I do see you wanting to get past that, but I feel like you don't know how to get past it. And I feel like a part of you is almost wondering, like, should I stay or should I go? Should I even try to offer this love to this person? Or should I just kind of be on my way and see what else is out there? But I feel like even mentally, if you're trying to get to that spot emotionally, you still have love for this person, Gemini. Let's check out the mutual situation currently going on between you and the person on your mind for this reading regarding love for the first half of April. Tell me about this Five of Swords, please. Tell me about this Five of Swords for Gemini and their person. Show me this Five of Swords for the mutual situation. What is this Five of Swords about? Yeah, so Five of Swords, mutual situation, clarified by the Empress and the Nine of Swords here, okay? So what's crazy is that I feel like both of you inside want this connection, but on the outside, it's like you guys cannot find a way to make it happen or communicate in a healthy way. There's a lot of conflict here. There could have been some backstabbing, some betrayal, or at least one, you or your partner feel like that has occurred. Like a disrespect kind of energy here. It's almost like in this deck as well, with the Five of Swords, there can stand for some trivial matters or some embarrassment. So it's almost like somebody didn't put their foot in their mouth in time. You guys could have been arguing and said things or acted in a way where you guys almost kind of killed your own dignity. Kind of like, now remember, this is the mutual situation. It doesn't have to be you, Gemini. It could be your partner, or it could be just both of you. Because what I see here for both of you is that at least one of you guys were embarrassed of how this has been handled so far. But what I see here with this Empress and this Nine of Swords is that there was a lot of love here. I believe that you guys, there's a part of you guys that want to nurture this situation and wants to make it better. But with this Nine of Swords here, it's kind of like there is a lot of shame and guilt and regret of how things were handled. And some insomnia, keeping up at night, not being able to get this person out of your head. Or they're not able to get you out of their head. Or it looks like, I mean, usually I read this as a mutual energy. So I look at this like this is something that is occurring on both of your ends. If you're on their mind, you're also on their mind. Or if they're on your mind, you are also on their mind. So I don't want you to think that this person has forgot about you, because that is not the case here. It does look like that you guys could even be dreaming of each other. But the thing is there's a negative energy over it. It's like a lot of bad thoughts. Like, it's almost like you guys can't get each other out of your head, but all you're replaying is the fighting, the negative, what things were said, things you regret, things that you wish they wouldn't have done or said. And then outside of this whole, I'm thinking of all these negative thoughts and this and that, there's a nurturing there. There's, but man, that was such a caring, loving connection at one point in time. Okay, so, all right here. We're going to take a look at how they feel about you and how they're thinking of this connection. Okay, so for how they feel about you, I got Nine of Swords in reverse. Okay, so Nine of Swords in reverse. Okay, clarified by the Magician and the Seven of Swords. So what I get here is that this person does have a lot of fear and anxiety when it comes to you. I feel like they think that you have ill intentions towards them. I think that they don't believe your intentions are pure. I believe that they believe that you think you almost like you want to hurt them. Now, I'm not saying you do, Gemini. I'm just saying that this person, there's something about you that they do not trust. And there's something they feel like you're hiding from them. And I feel like you give this person, it's so weird. Okay, because I'm not going to, almost like this person has been so mentally affected by you that there is some kind of sense of almost mental illness. And it's not like this person's mentally ill. No, it's like man-made created. I don't, it could be depression, but I think it's more of overwhelming traumatic thoughts. Almost like PTSD, maybe not as extreme, but I feel like they almost feel like you are waiting for a chance to hurt them again. I feel like they feel like they're being watched by you. That's intense. That's what I'm getting off of this. Wow, Gemini, I don't know what you did to this person to make them feel like this. Maybe they're just a person who thinks like this. I don't know. Maybe you didn't do anything. Maybe it's vice versa. But there's something here where it almost feels like, yeah, that they feel like you're watching them and they feel like you're hiding things, you're sneaking around. But almost like a chance where you do something to them. When they think about you, you put them in a state of mind that is not a state of mind anyone wants to be in. Wow. So clearly there's a lot of emotions there. I'm just going to say that because if there wasn't, they wouldn't be being affected to that degree. Okay, so how they think about you in this situation. Okay, so the Empress in reverse, all right, clarified by the Strength in reverse, Leo energy with the Ace of Swords, okay? So what I'm feeling about this is that I think that they think that this situation is just, the word's not unfulfilling. The word is tragic, unhappiness followed by that. There is a sense of, almost like being very disappointed. I feel like they feel very hopeless during this time. I feel like with this Empress in reverse and the Strength in reverse, it almost feels like if they were in some kind of physical or mental battle to make this work with you. I feel like at this point they feel like they have reached and done everything and anything that they can think of. And I feel like they're at a point where they're accepting, with this Ace of Swords here, there's clarity coming to them about this situation, that this is no longer making them happy. This is no longer making them fulfilled. It should not be this hard to love someone or to keep a connection going. And I feel like they had a lot of love for you. And I do feel like right now they feel like this is out of their hands. The ball's not in their court. And I feel like that this person wanted to have this nurturing situation with you. I think they wanted this love. And I think right now they're feeling very weak about the connection. I feel like there's clarity here where they feel like they just need to accept that this is not making them happy. Now, I don't know what they're going to do about that. It doesn't look like they're taking any actions towards you. I personally feel like because of their lack of actions, and the way this is reading out, I feel like they wish things were different, but I feel like they're thinking that there's no way at this point that things could be different. So I feel like if actions were to be made here, that they would have to be on you, Gemini. Because clearly with the way that they feel about you, everything here on their side is just looking like, you know, I mean, over here they had 10 of Wands in reverse. They've got 9 of Swords with the Magician and 7 of Swords here. I just feel like they feel like they're under attack when it comes to you. Their emotions, their well-being, their happiness, their feelings. And you might be sitting here like, that's not the case at all. Well, then I would suggest that maybe you take a different form of communicating that with them. Because if this is resonating with you and this is your read, well, this is how they're perceiving it. So, all right, let's take a look at the mutual outcome for the first half of April 2020 between you and them. Clarify. Okay. You got 7 of Cups, clarified by the Temperance in reverse, and the 6 of Wands in reverse. So the mutual outcome currently between you guys is, I believe that both of you are keeping your options open at this point. Because like I said, you're in this energy of, you do have love for this person, but it's almost like you're not offering it to them at this time. You're keeping your feelings blocked off. Because it's masked by the problems that arose between you two, the conflict. I do see that you guys have both of you guys are keeping some kind of negative energy of this connection up in forefront, which is not the time to do that. It looks like both of you guys are keeping your options open. The thing is with the mutual outcome here, though, it doesn't look like either of you... It doesn't look like that's satisfying, either one of you. Because I feel like maybe you guys are trying to find other people to fill their shoes. And vice versa. And there's no win here. There's no gain. There's like an off balance here. And I feel like it has to do with the fact that it's like you have all these options, but like none of them are the one that you want. So it's almost like you can find something wrong with everyone, or anyone, because they're not who you want them to be. Now, this is how this person's feeling as well. This is how I see the outcome happening between you two. Now, the outcome can change, and just keep in mind, guys, this is just the first half of April, okay? Let's go into your advice. And then we're going to take a look at what's coming towards you for the near future. Anywhere from now to the next 3 months. Something that you need to know or what's coming towards you. Advice, please, for Gemini regarding this connection. Okay. So, Gemini, you must not be doing... Let me clarify. Where is this Gemini's advice? Tell me more about this 10 of Cups, please. Regarding this connection. Yeah, okay. For your advice you got regarding this connection, you got the 10 of Cups clarified by the Justice card and the Page of Cups. Okay. Your advice is to, I think it's to stop taking things for granted. I don't know how to say that in a better way. I think right now you need to focus on, almost like what I was telling you guys in the beginning of this video, was that you need to focus on the good memories. I feel like there was a lot of negative memories and what someone did to someone here. Okay? And there is some kind of out of whack blame game going on here. Like, I can feel it in the cards. You think they did this to you. They think you did this. And what it's telling me here is that you're not taking accountability for what you did to this person. You might be expecting them to do all the work, or to chase you down, or to love you, or to almost like you feel like they owe you love. They owe you a certain kind of respect. They should be putting you on a pedestal. And I know a lot of you Geminis are not going to like to hear that. But the truth is the only way we grow is to know our own bullshit, right? Well, it looks like here that you are not taking responsibility for what you did to this person. And it looks like you kind of took them for granted. And what it's telling me here with this 10 of Cups, is justice, and this Page of Cups, is that you really need to remember what this person brought to your life. What they did for you, how happy they made you. And I also think you really need to concentrate on what you really want in life. Are you focused on the wrong things when you're looking for love? Are you focused on money, looks, what someone can do for you? Or are you remembering the actual purest form of connection with someone? This is to say, like, do not take them for granted, Gemini. And it's also saying that you need to take responsibility for the things that you have done in this connection. And it's saying you need to apologize. With this Page of Cups here, this is a message of love, and this is your advice. So it's telling you to do this. It's telling you you need to make things right with this person. And with this 10 of Cups, it's saying, you know, you need to stop taking them for granted. If they emotionally fulfilled you at one time, then you need to be grateful for that. You need to love them. If you don't want to love them anymore, then that's okay. But that's your choice. But I think, you know, you might have wanted to have a family with this person, or maybe you did. It could have been a long-term commitment here, but it's saying to focus on what really emotionally satisfies you. I think you're looking in the wrong spots for love, and I think you're looking at the wrong attributes of other people. And your advice is to make things right and to apologize with this person, whether you want them back or not. I think whether you want to restart something in the right direction or to have that closure, it's not just about forgiving someone else, but it's also about forgiving yourself. And you cannot actually forgive yourself if you do not acknowledge what you've done wrong to someone else. Or if you maybe are playing some kind of victim game where you're thinking, how can they be this horrible to me? How can they do this to me? Why are they doing this to me? And you need to stop for a second and realize why they might be acting this way, why they might be doing what they're doing. Is there a good reason for it? Did you have a part in that? And that is your advice, Gemini. But I would not take them for granted if you don't want to lose your person. I'm going to tell you that right now. It is saying you need to make things right and apologize. So if you spoke to them a certain way or you did something, you know, let's take a look at what is coming towards you for the near future for Gemini, anywhere from now to the next 3 months, please. Ooh, okay, what's this about? The near future. Two more shuffles. Okay. Oh, boy. Okay. So what popped out, actually, when I was doing that was the Ace of Cups in reverse, but I don't take cards that pop out normally. And I didn't take it. I have to feel, but for some reason, even though I don't take cards, sometimes they kind of stand out to me or they kind of speak to me, and I definitely felt the energy of that Ace of Cups in reverse. So I kept going, though. What you got was the Star in reverse for what's coming towards you anywhere from now to the next 3 months, or what you need to know, okay? Clarified by the Hermit in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. All 3 major arcanas, all 3 reversals. So this is a big deal, Gemini, what is coming up towards you. Now, keep in mind that tarot readings are not set in stone. You can change the future. That is why people get tarot readings, to know what's going on in their current situation, get a little bit of different insight on it, maybe some advice. And if they don't like the outcome, they have the option to change that, okay? The Star in reverse is saying that you are going to come into a time anywhere from now to the next 3 months where things are not going to be what you wanted them to be. There is an energy here of things just not working out. Almost like your luck, if you feel like it's bad, it looks like it's going to take an even worse turn, okay? That you're not through this yet. I don't know if you have some karma that you need to clear out or what, but it looks like here that yeah, with this Hermit in reverse and this Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it's almost like you're coming out of ignoring almost like your own personality flaws or like situations that are going on around you. It's almost like you've been in the dark. And you could have been blocking things out, or only hearing what you wanted to hear, or only seeing what you wanted to see, or only thinking about things on a one-track mind, or the way you wanted to see them. And it looks like you're coming out of that. It looks like you're actually like realizing things for what they are. And when you do, it's kind of like the Matrix, right? You're living in the Matrix. Everything is the way it should be. It looks good. It looks perfect, right? But then you step into the real world and you're like, oh shit, this is what's really going on right now. Like, this is what's really happening. It might be because of your own actions or things that you're doing in your life. Now, this doesn't have to pertain to this person. It could. It could just be from whatever you're doing from here on out. Okay, so say you're doing a lot of unhealthy lifestyle behaviors, or you're connecting with a lot of people maybe you shouldn't be. Friends, associates, whatever. Okay, maybe you're picking up drugs. Maybe you're picking up partying. Maybe you're just not doing things ethically and morally that are going to serve you or others in their highest good. You could be having, like I said, this could be anything. I'm really not sure. All I know is this message is that you've been blocking something out, whether that's a personality flaw or a feeling, or acknowledging things that you have done to other people to help like that self-sabotaged you. And I think you were kind of going along this road where, well, I did it. It's over. It's done with. I'm going to keep trucking along. Everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. And I think you stayed in that mentality. And then all of a sudden, it's like, boom. Okay. It's like you dug yourself a hole so deep. And you're just now realizing you're so far down that you can't get out. And now this is anywhere from now to the next 3 months. This could happen tomorrow. This could happen in a month. This could happen in 2, okay? So I would clearly start waking up now before you dig yourself a deeper hole. Because it definitely with this, 3 major arcanas in the reverse, and with the Star in reverse is like, shit is going down. Like, that is my card of shit is going down. When it's upright, it means you've gone through some shit. But there's a light at the end of the tunnel. You've learned from it. There's lessons here. There's spiritual growth. This is in reverse. This means, like, to me, this is like, shit is going down. Gemini, and it has to do with you waking up and taking a look around at the world that you've created for yourself, that the situations you've put yourself in, and you're realizing that you thought you've been going through it. Well, it's gonna get worse, Gemini. It's not, the positives, I'm not trying to scare you, but the positives about things is that when they get worse, eventually they have to get better again, okay? But that is up for you. There is some kind of waking up and acknowledging, and again, just before that, your advice was the Justice card. There's something, Gemini, that you are doing to yourself or to other people, or maybe a combination, that you might be thinking is self-serving for your benefit, but in the long run, by you hurting other people, you're actually hurting yourself. So keep that in mind, guys. That is what I have for you guys. I kept trying to make this reading short and it still lasted 35 minutes. Okay. Well, anyway, guys, keep safe. Everything. If you guys like, subscribe, comment down below. You guys can email me. I do not have personal readings, my personal reading link up yet for new personal reads and new clients. I'm actually going to be starting up, opening up a better schedule for more people to come to me for personal reads. So keep an lookout for that. I will start to having that update by the next read or two for you guys. Anyway, stay tuned, guys, for your mid-April readings. And then until then, bye.